Hi, I'm Selena Dawood, and with me today is business consultant Ahmad Lewis, and we are talking about emotional intelligence. So first of all, welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So emotional intelligence, maybe people don't really know what that is or why it's important for entrepreneurs. So could you just explain what emotional intelligence actually means?
Sure. So emotional intelligence is understanding your own emotions and that of others. So that's a very brief definition. So if I can understand what's making me angry, what's making me frustrated, probably I'll be able to understand if someone else as well is angry. Now, how this relates to entrepreneur is concerned with people who are starting new ventures in their life. And according to researchers, business decision made for new ventures relies in more than 50% on the emotional intelligence. And let me explain this more. If I am hiring a new, for instance, constructor to do my house, and he's someone starting a new company, he has no resume per se, he has no past experience, so he cannot show me, yes, I did this house and did that house. If I choose this person, the research says that more than 50% is emotional intelligence. I trusted the guy, I liked him, there are some commonalities between us. This is why I decided to give him this business. So this is why emotional intelligence is a big piece of any entrepreneur who are starting a new venture.
So this is obviously something that people are going to want to work on and improve. So what kind of steps can people take and what progress can they make?
First is self-awareness. We always advise people to observe themselves, especially when it comes to any negative or what we call a destructive attitude. If you're becoming angry, if you're becoming upset, if you are reactive, if you are quitting, all these behaviors, you've got to just take time and see the real reason. When this happens, what was the drive? So it always starts by self-awareness. Other very basic techniques, we always ask people to look at three main segments of one's attitude. Number one is, how do you share ideas? Because if you don't want to develop emotional intelligence, when you share your idea, you should be proposing it and suggesting it, not imposing. Because otherwise, people will get, I don't want to say offended, but okay, if this is what you want to do, just do it. But if you start sharing and proposing, people will be more receptive. That's number one. Number two, how do you handle disagreements? And we always encourage people, you've got to follow a very clear conflict management approach. You've got to show empathy. If someone is angry, you don't just escalate. Particularly here as an entrepreneur, I would be very much concerned with my clients. So if a client is angry, I should show all the empathy toward this. And just probe and then listen to him, and then if I have a disagreement, I can challenge what I probe. But I cannot challenge his emotions. One more thing is how we relate to others. A lot of times, we tend to make sure we look different than others. According to researchers, people want to do business with people who are similar to them. Doesn't mean that I will change faces, no, but at least I should not be working on creating barriers and differences. This is how you develop, of course, in a nutshell. Everyone can observe himself, can try to suggest, can try to relate to others, and can try to follow a conflict management approach.
Some easy steps. So thank you so much for joining us today, Ahmad, and sharing your expertise on our show.
Thank you so much for having me. All the best.